everyone, in today's video I'm going to be showing you how I took my friend Maria from the left picture to the right. We gave her a beautiful razor cut. In this video we're going to be showing the consultation and the entire process. So here we go. So we're going to start off with a consultation first. I want to know what you're looking for, what your lifestyle is like, what is your dream hair, why are you here today?
Okay, so I think the last time I got my haircut was June or July. It's been some time and I just got it colored, so the ends are probably not nice.
I need to get rid of these guys.
I want to keep length, but I obviously know that my ends are not good, and I use a straightener to curl my hair most of the time, which is probably where a lot of my breakage comes from.
I do see some breakage here, yeah. We need to take care of this. Okay.
Yeah. I don't have so much time in the morning, but my hair is kind of all over the place in terms of if I let it dry naturally. So it kind of goes curly at the bottom and straighter, wavy on top.
Like pure straight and then curly?
Like curly, like
on the inside.
On the insides, but like really like curly and like kind of frizzy.
So is this straightened?
This is straightened, like it's blow dry, but I try to always make time to like curl it with a straightener.
So you prefer it straight, right? Is that what I'm hearing?
Not straight, but like wavy, like beachy waves.
Would you ever wear it natural?
No, because it's just kind of it's cray cray. Unless I get like a diffuser, and I'm not sure, I've never really diffused my hair, so I don't really know what that looks like.
Oh, that's interesting. Okay, so we'll get to see what your natural hair texture is when I wash it.
Okay.
And as I'm working with it, I'll start to see where the wave pattern is. But I really like you with like this kind of blown out straight hair. We'll see if we can work with your natural texture.
Okay.
The first thing I notice is I really do love your length.
Okay.
I think it suits you. I love the color. I want to open up your face a little bit more here, so we can create a little bang in terms of shape.
Love that.
And maybe just give you some like really nice movement, because it looks like you have fine hair, but you actually don't. Like your hair is, you have quite a bit of it.
Yeah, that's what I've been told, that I have a lot of hair. It's just more on like the finer side.
Yeah,
but there's a lot.
Exactly. So you're like a fine to medium texture. You're like in between. You're not quite so fine it's so soft and fragile.
Okay.
And it's not so medium that it's like coarser. It's like it's an in between. So that's probably why you've been able to get away with straightening it and lightening it. It's probably a little bit stronger than most hair types. Is your hair drier, like naturally? Have you always
I
had
feel
dry
like
hair?
it is. Like I have dry skin and dry hair, and just like dry in general.
That makes sense. So that's kind of like the feeling I'm getting. Every hair fiber feels like it needs more moisture, it needs more like nurturance, a little bit of TLC.
Okay.
So I'm thinking we can do a treatment today. Did your colorist put in Olaplex for you?
I don't think so.
Okay. So your hair can really benefit from an Olaplex treatment, because what we want to do is keep as much length and vibrance to your hair. I don't want to cut off your color.
Okay.
So we want to keep the treatment in there to seal in the cuticles and to restructure the hair.
Cool.
So that we don't have to cut it off as much. So I do the treatment first, and then I see how much I need to take off.
Okay.
And a lot of times I'll just cut your hair dry if I need to. So I'll do like the main shape when it's wet.
Okay.
And then we will do some dry cutting and some dry texture. You have so much hair. I feel like you'd really benefit from a ton of movement from the inside.
Yeah, I would love that. I always play with my hair. I'm always like running my hands through my hair. I feel like my hair is like my greatest accessory.
It totally is part of your look, and I really like it. Just needs a little shape and a little movement that can grow out over time. And we want to keep it nice and healthy. We want to keep your hair color vibrant.
Perfect.
And then this can grow out really nice. And then,
I was thinking like a curtain type bang, or like a longer bang, something like retro and fun.
Oh yeah.
I don't know like how
I don't know
short. Maybe like longer.
I like.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't mind that.
I like this for you.
I wear a lot of hats too.
That's so cute. And then you can like poke out the little.
Yeah, exactly.
Cookies. Yeah, we can do this for you. I like this.
Yeah, I dig that.
This is so cool. With your new hair, you're gonna look so 70's.
Yeah, I'm very excited.
All right. So you got so much hair here. This is very exciting for me.
Oh, yay. Yeah, I like volume.
Yeah, you got all of this here that I really want to carve into. And today I'm going to use the Hairstory New Wash on you.
Okay, I'm excited to use Hairstory.
I think your hair is going to love it. I'm going to use the Deep because it's like it has apple cider vinegar in it.
Okay.
And it rebalances the pH of your scalp. And I love it for finer hair types. When I use it on myself, it gives me so much volume. And it also hydrates the hair. So it's all all in one step. Let's go.
So we did talk about a treatment for Maria. I used the new wash in Deep because it has apple cider vinegar in it and it rebalances the pH of the scalp, and it's a really nice cleansing wash. Once we do that, we apply Olaplex. So this is Olaplex number 1. You can apply this with warm water. This is only available in salons. You can't get this at retail stores. You want to let that sit in for about 5 minutes, and I could totally feel Maria's hair drinking it up. It's because she just really needed it. She had just had her hair highlighted, and she does use straightener a lot. So I find Olaplex is just amazing and incredible to help really restructure the hair. I combed it through, and now I just applied Olaplex step 2. What that does is it really helps restructure the hair. We let that sit for 15 minutes. I thought it looked really pretty like this. We apply a shower cap just to allow the heat to really penetrate through. And then we rinse everything off, and I do end up cleansing the hair. I just wanted you guys to see how the hair feels after I cleansed out the Olaplex. Olaplex is so nice and conditioning. Step 1 I find is really good for structure, and then step 2, structure and conditioning. It's really incredible. This is me using New Wash. You can tell that it doesn't suds, it doesn't lather. New Wash by Hairstory is a cream cleanser. I'm using Original, and I think I might have put in Rich as well because her hair was really dry, but I found the Olaplex really helped and conditioned her hair, and New Wash was just really, really nice to seal everything in. And now it's time for the haircut.
This is called 7 Seconds Detangler. It's the best detangling spray I've ever used in my life. The way I like to detangle hair is I would take the section, I detangle from underneath like this, and I just keep going over the knot, and it just loosens up on its own. Ooh. So instead of trying to fight with it this way, you go from under. And you take it in sections, so I don't grab the whole hair, I just take this tiny section as big as your brush. Okay. Gently kind of work the bristles in through the hair, and it starts to detangle.
Ooh, I love that.
Work all of these knots down.
Okay.
And once you get a chunk of knots here, you start working through them. Okay. So it keeps your hair intact. You're not ripping your hair out.
Perfect. This is like, I feel like the smoothest process of brushing my hair I've ever experienced at a hairdresser.
Okay, so the first step is always to cut the perimeter, and that's basically just the outline of the haircut. I always have my client point their chin down because that will allow me to do a very even haircut. And then I just comb the hair down, I cut the perimeter, and then I line it up with the front of the head. But when I do come around the front layers of the head, I have them put their chin back up and look straight, and that will help me just line everything up. Maria wanted to just keep her length, so that's what we did. Now we're moving on to the curtain bangs. We parted her hair in the middle, and this is a really cool trick that I like to do whenever I do curtain bangs. I basically comb the hair down and then I shake it, and it just splits on its own. It's a really cool trick. The hair just kind of knows where it wants to go, and it's pretty accurate. It gives me a perfect triangle. The first cut that I do is always in the middle. That's going to be my guide. I pull it forward, I make sure that I'm going at the right length that we agreed on, and then I'm just using my guarded razor to razor the hairs. And then as I move forward with the curtain bang, I'm basically layering it. I'm adding more and more of the layers so that the curtain bang comes out graduated and layered. I do have another video on how to do curtain bangs. I will link it up top if you want to know my technique precisely on how I do this. I'm sorry I'm right in the middle of the camera because Maria was holding it, so it was hard to see how I was doing this, but you can see kind of I'm combing it and I'm turning the hair straight so it is vertical, not horizontal, and then I'm razoring it, and that gives me really nice feathery layers. I'm taking it all the way to the front now, just gathering everything and then adding a little bit more layers just because I felt like her hair needed it. So a lot of what I do is just visualizing how I want the haircut to finish and how it's going to end. I know I'm going to do a lot of dry cutting as well, and I know that the hair can sometimes bounce up, so I do leave it a tiny bit longer, just by a few millimeters. If I was doing curly hair, I would definitely leave it a lot longer. I know that Maria does blow dry her hair, so it's okay for me to just kind of eyeball it and kind of get a feel of how it's going to be once it's dry. I do keep in mind that it is going to bounce a little bit. So you can see that I like to section away the hairline and then pull it all the way up to the ceiling, because the higher you lift the hair, the softer it's it's going to fall. And as I move around the round of the head, I start around in the front, and then I move around towards the ear, and then behind the ear, and then I just continue to do the same motions, leaving every single layer a little bit longer than the one before, and that is what creates that kind of gradation in haircuts, or what we would traditionally say is a layered haircut. I keep moving around the entire head of hair until I have matched up all of the layers, and then we blow dry, and then we do a little bit of dry cutting. Now at this point, we're both very excited to see how this is going to look at the end. Maria has a lot of hair, so you can see I am combing a lot. And every time I comb the section, a little bit just kind of slips from my hand, so I have to keep going over the sections, and I'm taking smaller and smaller sections in between my fingers. Now, because she has so much hair, I want to start to create layers. So you can see I am doing layers. If you want to see a haircut video of how to create long layers, please watch the video that I'm going to post up top. I'm creating kind of like little petals in the hair. They're little like triangle shapes. They're not quite traditional layers. And the beautiful thing about using a guarded razor or any razor is that you do get this kind of piecey, feathery feel. This allows me to take out a lot of weight instead of waiting until it's completely dry or using any texture or thinning shears. I don't like to use texture shears as much anymore ever since I started using the razor. I like to lift the hair up and use my razor to take out weight from underneath for every single section of hair. So I just pull everything up, I comb it, and I see whatever needs to go generally falls on its own because it's usually dry and it's ready to come off. And this is everyone's favorite part. I am moving on to blow drying the curtain bangs. I always like to blow dry my clients' curtain bangs first if that is what they asked for, because it just gives the most beautiful finish to the hair and they get to see what it looks like. So this is the curtain bang. It's so cute and so pretty. If you want volume in your hair, you always blow dry your hair up. The brush that I'm using is the Olivia Garden. This one is, I believe, the Nanothermic. It is the gold brush. I really like it because I think it's ceramic. It's pretty amazing. The blow dryer I'm using is Gamma. It's lightweight, it's Italian, it's freaking awesome. It's so amazing. And I personally believe it's better than the Dyson because it doesn't break down as much as the Dyson. I know so many people who've had to return their Dysons so many times because it just kept breaking down. So I love my Gamma. I got it in matte black and it's super gorgeous.
Look at that bang.
Oh my god, your colors is popping. You got that, like that money piece there. There. How are we feeling about the length? Are we good with this?
I think so. What do you think?
I love it. I just want to go in with my scissors and
Okay.
texturize it.
Yeah.
Tiny bit.
Do it.
So all I'm doing here is a little bit of slide cutting. This helps me blend all of the layers when the hair is dry, and in case I missed anything with the razor, and I'm just opening and closing my scissors, and it just gives me a better visual.
I love when the part disappears. Do you see that?
Yeah.
Like it's
like
not
blending.
Exactly. So it's not like a strong parting, which is nice because then you can flip your hair around.
Yeah.
Technically, you can even have bangs. Have you ever had bangs?
I have.
Yeah. Yeah. Your hair is very like, I call it like cooperative.
Okay.
It does what I tell it to do.
I think that one of the most important things that we can do as hairdressers or hair cutting specialists is to cut the hair dry once it is nice and styled the way our client likes to style it. I like to check how the hair falls and then I play with it and I see where it wants to go. I'm pretty adamant about this. I have been called a perfectionist many times because I just don't like to see any hair sticking out, and I want to make sure that all of the layers just line up with each other and that everything is even, especially in the front because that's what the client cares about.
Now I'm gonna use powder from Hairstory.
Okay.
This is like a dry shampoo volumizing powder.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it's
Definitely. I like that.
So I like to put it right at the crown
Yeah.
to get all of that zhuzh there. And it's quite amazing because even though it's white, you don't get any residue. And when I first used it, I was like, oh crap, it's white.
Yeah.
It just disappears into the hair.
It's not like the Batiste one. That's the one I use. Your
Please
face
don't.
just told me.
No, you can't use Batiste. You have to keep continuously adding more.
You do. I use like half a can.
Yeah, you shouldn't have to. I'm gonna put some at your curtain bangs too.
Okay.
So right at the roots. A lot of people have that area in the back really flat. So
Yeah.
I would just put some there. You can like lift it like this.
Okay, cool.
So just
Looks like I have so much hair.
do you want to do bangs or?
What do you think? I feel like you're going in that direction.
It seems like your hair wants to go in that direction. I feel like it works better for your face shape
Okay.
versus if we do bangs, it's gonna be too much.
Okay.
So like I'm actually quite happy with the way your hair is kind of splitting like that. Are we happy with it?
Yeah, I love it. It's so much fun.
Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next one. Bye for now.